When it comes to corporate greed, it's always quite interesting when consumers take power back. Before we get on to all of that, I just want to say that, I won't be creating much more content on this profile for a while. I'm currently really, really heavily focused on my gaming channel. I'm not expecting to have a huge following or even a following at all. I do this for my as a personal project to myself. There's going to be a time in my life where maybe I don't have the time to play video games and all those things. So there's a side that's a bit selfish for me, like as an indulgence. There's another side where I want to show people different types of games. So maybe it opens people up to gaming that wouldn't normally game, or they only play a handful of games. They're not aware of everything else. I just want to really explore that and just show it. So for me, I want to be able to watch it in years to come. So I'm coming up with different concepts for this. I'm not going to digress too far, just to show people I've not gone AWOL. I'm just doing something else for the time being, for the rest of the year, really. So I've done here like short videos, 30 minutes or less. Then you've got long videos at an hour plus. And then we've got like different categories. So online multiplayer, horror, survival, zombie games, strategy. We've got VR, season passes and things like that. And there's even more to come later, but I'm trying to sort of manage it at the moment. I've done a lot in the space of 6 days. Again, I'm not digressing. We're not going to go too long with this. It literally says there, 6 days ago was the first video, and I've done 20 videos in 6 days. So that's where I am. No matter whether it says 1 subscriber or more, it's irrelevant. It's literally, that's where I am. So even if I'm the only audience, I'm fine with that. I literally put one of my videos on yesterday on the TV, or through YouTube, of course. And I was watching something that I'd been playing earlier, and I thought, this is fun. I enjoy watching this, and I know I'll watch it in years to come, which is the whole point. I'm just archiving, really. But anyway, let's not go too far. That's maybe a little bit of advertisement for the new channel. You can, without going too mad, you can literally see it at the top if you go on any of my profiles.
I just want to welcome people.
I've done a little welcome video. It's not little. It's quite long. But these are my channels, so I thought I'd just show it. Anyway, let's get back to the main topic at hand, shall we? To put it into context of this video, really, you've got a mobile or cell phone provider who has hiked the price mid-contract for pretty much everybody who has connections with them. And that's quite naughty, really, because they've done it just after people have just got the latest iPhones. So the timing is quite mental. Where their greed has backfired is it's not a big upgrade. It's not a big change. It's not like a lot of money. It's the principle. And what they've allowed now is for people to exploit it because it's a mid-contract price rise that wasn't agreed in the terms and conditions. Everybody has the right to exercise a 30-day. Within 30 days, exercise their right to cancel. And if you follow the process in the right way, you can keep paying your cell phone off monthly as you was before, which is interest-free. So you're not paying more than the handset was worth like if you paid all out at once. So it's manageable, but you can chop off the airtime. A lot of time, because if you go on these, like to get these, a lot of time the airtime's slightly inflated the price of it all, and you just accept it because you want the phone. And that's how they get you. That's how they're making their money on the airtime. So when they put the price up marginally, people have the right then to leave, and they're not making any profit because it's literally interest-free, the phone. So, yeah. So I was to put it. I just want to show the numbers here, just to put it through. A few months ago, I got a SIM-only contract through O2. Because in my mind, I was thinking, I think they said something like that. If you get a SIM-only contract and you pay it for like 3 months or something, like around about 3 months or just over, you'd then be able to upgrade to a handset. And I was like, oh, okay. Now, that expired round about, when I say expired, the 3 months hit round about July, June. I can't remember exactly when. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, well, I'm going to wait for the new iPhone 17. If I decide to get a new iPhone, I was already on a 14 Pro anyway. But I thought, well, it could be interesting. Rather than just pay for a SIM only, it'd be nice to have the phone as well, So I was already paying just nearly £20 a month. I can't remember the data now. I think it's 125 gigabyte at the time. Then I upgrade to the new iPhone 17 Pro. So I've gone from 14 Pro, 17 Pro. And it's unlimited data. I don't even need unlimited data though. Like I'm home a lot. I have Wi-Fi, and even if I was out and about, I don't need that much data. I'm not on social media anymore. I'm no longer on like TikTok and things, so I don't really need a lot. I just need the music streaming, but I can download that to the phone. I don't need a lot of data. People pay for it just for convenience, but you're losing money yourself. So, then putting the price up, it's just I think if you break it down, I think my phone is about £33 a month or something like that. I don't know the exact number. And the airtime was £32 a month, and that was unlimited. So you got unlimited calls, unlimited text, unlimited data. But a lot of them offer that, apart from the unlimited data. But they're going to put the price up by £2.50 in the spring. So, okay, so now we're getting closer to £35 a month. And there's still at least another year in that. So there's going to be another price rise. So we're getting like closer to £38 a month by the end. That's getting heavy. I don't like that. Now, they already disclosed it was going to be £1.80 before. So I signed I agreed to the contract with it being £1.80 up in the spring. I knew that, but I wanted the phone. They've only put it up by what is it, like 70 pence? They've only put it up by 70 pence the next price increase. That's all it is, less than £1. But because they've done that 70 pence, that little bit of corporate greed, that's allowed people to activate the cancellation process. So you can pay your phone off monthly still. You can get rid of that airtime package. I've been with giffgaff before. So giffgaff are actually like an entity that uses O2's own network, and they can provide their own product. But it's still an O2 service, but it's not an O2 company. So it's crazy, isn't it? So that 30 odd pounds that I was paying for the monthly SIM, on a contract, I can get for £15 on giffgaff, you can get unlimited data and calls and texts instead of 30 odd. And then I've just said I don't even need unlimited. And I've done it in the past where maybe I have slightly more than I need just as backup. I know I don't need a lot. So what I'm going to do, because it's just I only need what I need, I'm just going to get a £10 SIM card. I might even do it less if I don't. If I look at it, I've not looked deep into it. I know it's £15 the maximum I need, but I'm probably going to go £10, £8, £6 on top of my phone. Now we was already paying £20 a month for no phone. No new phone. Now £35. Let's say I do a £6 SIM card or something. £8. Let's say £8. You're nearly about 40 quid. About £40. So it's only cost me £20 more. I know you're getting less data, but I don't need the data. But it's only costing me £20 more to go from a SIM-only contract with O2 to have a smaller data with giffgaff and a brand new iPhone 17 Pro. It's only cost me an extra £20. That's a good deal. So I can by going to another provider, keeping the phone as it is, I could be paying £40 a month instead of 60 odd going bordering 70. It's a no-brainer. The only sticking point there, like I said, is you have to contact O2, because I went to do it a different way and I was very careful. If you get a pack code which allows you to transfer your number to a different provider and you don't inform O2 beforehand, like you don't go through you have to contact them either by what's it called, the online message thing. You either have to do that or talk to them over the phone, or I think you can probably go into a store and do the agent. But even then, they're probably going to have to talk to the call center. But if you can do that and get it confirmed that you want to cancel the airtime due to the price increase, but I want to still continue making the monthly payments for my mobile device, then they'll honour that. But if you just cancel it, like we just changed the pack code, and you haven't explained to them that you're leaving for that reason and you want to keep paying it, from my understanding, you're liable to pay the whole phone cost up front, all of it. So you get debt collectors and stuff, I would assume. So just be careful. It's like, just make the phone call. I was in the call queue for about 20, 30 minutes. I was getting well fed up. I was like, you know what? I want to deal with it today. There's only so many days to action this. And even if you go over by one day beyond the thing, you're going to be stuck in contract for the rest of your contract while everybody else left. So it's really worth doing. It's going to save you so much money, and it's going to cost O2 a fortune, because they've got all these people that have got these brand new iPhones, not just iPhones, of course, different devices and all these custom plans and things, raking in the money. But instead of just accepting that and saying, no, we're making a lot of money out of this, they're like, we want to get a bit more. And by doing so, they're going to hemorrhage millions now. There's no doubt about it. They're going to get hammered, because it's getting quite public now about the financially responsible people who provide very sound advice are telling people to switch. And I think even the government, from somewhere I was reading, even the government are saying switch, because it's a bad precedent when we allow companies to start having these price rises because they'll all do it. If people en masse leave, it sends a message. And of course, we've got options anyway. But it's going to save me a lot overall. It's going to make massive difference. So who would have thought that? Like back in was it September, October? I can't remember when I got my phone. I think it's September, wasn't it? When they come out, 17 Pro, I think mid-September. To think, got that expecting to be paying £70 or so by the end of its term, or whatever it is in a couple of years, it'll probably be reach about 70 quid a month, and now we're down to 40. And I've just got the phone off O2, but then going somewhere else with the thing. All because of a stupid little price increase that was so minor, but it allowed deactivating their service. That's really bad management. I'm sure someone's going to get a kick up the arse for that one. But what I thought, part of the reason I wanted to get through to him immediately was just in case, like, what happens if they've given us the 30 days notice? What if they rescind that thing? Like, what if they was today to turn around and say, right, we're cancelling the £2.50 price rise. It's £1.80. So, the terms have not changed. I wonder if it did that, would it prevent you from now being able to leave? See, best leave while you can, That's why I sat in the waiting queue. I was like, I need to go. Then I need to arrange a new SIM card and transfer the number over. Because I think either you have to tell them you want to cancel the number altogether, or you'd say you want to transfer it. Because what they said is if you don't transfer it within the 30 days or whatever it is, then it will continue to be active and your contract will still be, or something like that. It's because I said I was transferring it. Just be very careful on the phone with them, because they were trying to play some silly shit with me and I wasn't having it. I thought, no, you're putting words in here. What they were trying to do was get me to get a different SIM through O2. They were still trying to make me stay with O2, but via a different part of different angle. So like I said to them, I want to leave. I'm going to get a pay-as-you-go SIM with a different provider. And they said, we'll put you through to the pay-as-you-go department. I said, no, what are you talking about? I just want to be able to leave. And then they kept sending me back on a loop. They kept trying to get me to go. And I thought, no, they're not going to be able to do anything. I just want it confirmed right now. And I was very firm. I'm not rude, but I'm very firm when I want to be. I just said, no, I just want to end the airtime, but be able to continue to make the monthly payments on my phone. Can you just confirm that that's okay? And then they confirmed it. I think maybe they were I don't know if they were getting confused because I said I was going to do a different provider and pay as you go. And every time they heard the word pay as you go, I think they just kept thinking O2. And I thought, no, you're not providing me any more of their dodgy services. I'm going giffgaff, because I've been with giffgaff years ago. And to be honest, their prices don't look like they've gone up at all. I was getting a good deal back then. You get if you do a recurring payment on your card, for instance, so it's always so it goes out the same day every month. They do a better bundle for you. If you do it where you don't do a recurring payment, but you've got to remember to top it up, you'll get less data for the money, pretty much. So you can save some money. Plus, you then don't go out of service. Like if you decided to do it on a monthly basis, whatever, you might have a month where you haven't got service, because their SIM cards are built in a way that it's almost like a monthly contract, but it's not. You can leave whenever you want. You can change it however you want. You can move it about. It's not a case of you put £5 on and you've got £5 to spend. It doesn't really work like that in that sense. But you wouldn't get far anyway, So I do like their business model, that I can probably get a SIM card between £6 and 15. It really depends on the data. I'll have a look. And obviously a separate bill then. O2 will take out the 30 odd quid for the phone. That's fair. And then giffgaff will take up to £10, £15, whatever, probably less than 50. But I think £10 max. I can't see me needing the 15. Do £10, £12, whatever. And I've made my savings. And again, all because O2, couldn't stop being greedy. And a lot of companies are like this, and it's backfired like shit. Because they would have had me, and I wouldn't have even bat an eyelid. They would have had me for 2 years on, I think is it a 3-year contract for the phone? I think it's a 3-year contract for the phone, but 2 years for the airtime. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that. So they would have had me stuck with them for 3 years, really, because, I mean, look, if the airtime ran out, I might have looked to go elsewhere anyway. But they've just lost 30 odd pounds a month. Upwards nearly, 30, 32 at the moment, I think it is. But again, it'll go up and up and up. But they've lost that guaranteed income every month. And that's not just from me. That's going to be from many other people. And it's just so stupid for 70 pence. It's like they couldn't control themselves. But anyway, if anyone is with O2 and they've got the email, because it comes through email, and just look at the date of the email, you've got 30 days from that date. If you go past it, like I said, you go past one day, you no longer have the right to leave. So if there's a reason or excuse you don't deal with it, you bury your head in the sand, whatever it is, or you haven't got the patience to wait in a queue, you're going to find there's always a queue. I think there's so many people looking to leave, or they're buying handsets. You're just going to have to put up with it, because you're going to run out of time. And if you run out of time, you are literally stuck until they do another action that's crazy. But I'm sure they'll learn the lesson this time. So I think personally, best time to leave is immediately, pretty much. But anyway, I thought I'd just share that little tidbit. Really, it's my little bit of savings. Worked out quite beautiful. Yeah, I feel pretty good because I don't use the phone all the time. So like there could be a month where I don't pay for the SIM card. Like if I'm not using a lot of data, I don't need the phone calls. Blah blah blah. I can just drop it as low as possible. Because I don't want to go do that anymore. Where even just a minor amount, it's not worth it. Like I could have a 100 gig, and I could say, oh, yeah, I'll keep it just in case, and I barely use one. It's like you're paying extra just for the privilege. It's like, no, I'm just going to pay for what I know I'm going to use, and then if you're going to travel and go on holiday or something like that, then yeah, I'll boost it that month. Boost it when you think you need it. It's just smarter. Anyway, sod O2.